What is your goal when engaging with companies?
There are two catalysts for our engagement. First of all, when we're going to vote against them at their annual general meeting. And secondly, we engage with companies that fall into the bottom decile in our proprietary ESG score, but where we're seeing signs of improvement.
How do you engage with companies?
Our engagement team normally starts the process by writing a formal letter to the CEO or the chairman of the board. This usually gets their attention. The goal of this written communication is to clearly and succinctly identify the issue and our desired outcome. This helps the company we're engaging with to mobilize the appropriate resources and personnel to address our concern.
How do you monitor progress?
Monitoring the progress of our engagements is hugely important. 3 years ago, we designed a proprietary engagement outcome scoring that ranges from 0, no acknowledgement of our request, through to 6, the complete adoption of our recommendation. The outcome of our engagements is in turn passed on to our ESG scoring and to our team of fundamental analysts to further inform their view.
What do you do to improve the outcomes of these engagements? For example, lobbying with other managers?
We run 2 types of engagements: individual direct engagements with portfolio companies, and secondly, collaborative engagements with other like-minded asset managers and asset owners. A great example of the latter is Climate Action 100+. This is a collaboration of over 450 signatories representing over $40 trillion in assets under management. This has affected positive change in energy titans such as Shell and Total.
Do you have specific examples of successful engagements, and what were the outcomes?
2 examples spring to mind. First, we had a multi-year engagement with a French food services and facilities management giant. Although majority family-owned, we wanted our interests as an independent shareholder to be adequately reflected in terms of the composition of the board of directors. Secondly, we engaged with a major American poultry producer on the systematic use of humanly important antibiotics across the entirety of their flocks, regardless of the bird's health. One byproduct of this approach is that the birds put on an additional 15% in weight on average. Our concern, as backed up by scientific research, was on the antibiotic resistance in the birds and in turn on the humans that consume them. The firm has now eliminated humanly important antibiotics, but not all antibiotics broad brush. We consider this a partial success of our engagement.